Choosing a home defense gun, it can be a bit intimidating. Do you go with a rifle? Do you go with a handgun? Should you go with a shotgun or should you go with a PCC? I'm hoping with this video I can help you make that decision. I'm going to talk about what I've used, what I ended up choosing in the long run, and kind of my experience with each one. So to start off, this is my Glock 45. I started off with a handgun as a Glock 17, but the thing is, I wouldn't recommend a handgun for home defense for the average person. It has a steeper learning curve. There's a rather bit more that goes into it that can go wrong. It has a little bit more snap in the hand, a little less comfortable to shoot than the other ones. It is nice because you can use it to everyday carry. You can very easily just keep it on your person within hand's reach at all time, and you can also put it in a nightstand. It's very concealable. Next is going to be a shotgun. This is my Remington 870. I ended up going with this after using my handgun for a little bit just because shotguns, you do have less of a capacity, but you have a lot more power behind those shells compared to a 9mm, depending on the load that you're shooting. You have more points of contact on the firearm, which is going to help with accuracy. And anyone who's wondering what that means, instead of just using the pistol grip like for a handgun, for rifles, PCC, shotguns, when you have more points of contact, it means you can grab your pistol grip, put the stock in your shoulder, and you can grab that forend just to help with accuracy in a high stress situation. I would happily use this for a home defense gun if this is all I had. I prefer my current setup now, but you know, there's really nothing wrong with going with an Old Faithful here. There's a reason why these things are so popular and work so well. Next, I went with a Palmetto State Armory PA-15. This is a 16-inch 5.56 AR. Personally, I believe a 16-inch 5.56 is the ultimate first option for when it comes to getting to home defense firearms. And the kind of reason with that is, one, 30 rounds per magazine, 5.56 out of a 16-inch barrel, has over 1,200 foot-pounds of energy to it. It's a good option. Next, for ARs, I mean, this isn't unique to ARs, but you can easily put an optic on the top, put a light on the side, change out the grip, stock, charging handle. You can really customize this to your comfort and how you want it to be, which is very nice. And then next, after that, if you end up going something else, you can easily turn this into a completely different setup rifle, which I currently have done. It's nice. I like the modularity of these things. It's fantastic. And then when it comes to that 16-inch barrel, I specifically, when I was working retail for firearms, would recommend a 16-inch because a lot of people don't know, for like AR pistols, if you accidentally, or any rifled pistol kind of thing, you accidentally put a vertical foregrip on here or a stock instead of a brace, you just committed a felony. And it turns out, from my experience, a lot of people in the firearm industry don't know that. And you don't want to take your gun, oh, hey, look at this $25 thing. I got it over at a sporting goods store like Academy, put it on here, take it to the range, then all of a sudden you could be facing prison time just because you made a mistake you didn't even know about. That's why if you're going to get a home defense firearm, especially an AR, which I very much would choose this over any of the others if I were to start today, I would say make sure the barrel's 16 inches. Okay, so we got to the final part here, the gun that I run, and why I picked it. I'm not really going to go too in-depth with it and all the upgrades I've done. If you want to see that in another video, just let me know in the comments down below. But I went with the CZ Scorpion Evo 3S1. You might be wondering why. Why would I do that over 5.56, 12 gauge, or just a smaller 9mm? Well, for one, 3 points of contact, similar to like the shotgun and AR. I want multiple points of contact so I can get on target nice and easy, as well as I can have good control over this firearm. I don't want to worry about, squeezing my grip too hard, shooting low to the left. I don't want to worry about only having 8 shots or having too long of a gun. This is designed around the 9mm cartridge and as a submachine gun CQB gun. It's not a submachine gun, but I wish it was. Next, the recoil impulse on this is incredibly easy to control. I'll put a video on here real quick so you can just see me shooting it recently. It's comical how easy this is to control. I love this gun so far. Another reason that I went with this gun is it shoots very well suppressed. I will put a video of me shooting it suppressed as well. Some people do not recommend suppressors for home defense. I think that's a stupid idea. I run suppressed. They say as you shoot, I've said this before as well, that concussive blast will disorient the target as you're shooting, which is true, but I don't know if you've ever shot a gun indoors. It's very loud and very uncomfortable. It's going to hurt your ears as well. So, food for thought if you're thinking about getting a suppressor or not. I would say get one. It's really up to you. So that has been my journey to picking a home defense firearm so far. I hope what I've talked about and shared my experience, it helps you if you're looking for advice for picking a home defense firearm, because it can be a bit much, especially when you first get into it. Because there's a lot of information out there, and it can be a bit hard to sift through it all to find what is right for you situationally. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments section down below. If you like this content, please like and subscribe so I can kind of keep this going. And if you have any suggestions for what I should do next, just let me know. Thanks for coming by.